Browsing and learning to use the internet is, yes, one of the easiest and funnest things to do today. A click here, another click there, and we can be anywhere. You can meet people from around the world. Hi! Read amazing stories and histories of the past. Ooh. And even have a glance of what may be seen in the future. But remember, using the internet without proper guidance and enough knowledge can also be one of the scariest we can ever imagine. Ooh! Imagine going on an online trip, seeing the beauty of the place, when suddenly, potential scams pop up and block your way. Scams? These are dishonest tricks used to deceive people. And we don't want that to happen to any of us. So, be your own hero online. Be internet alert. If it's too good to be true, then it's most likely fake. Fair exchanges shouldn't ask for your personal information. Always think twice or ask for the assistance of your parents and guardians before accessing a new site. Be on guard for possible phishing that will ask you to log in and give your important personal details. Whew! That was close. Good thing I am internet alert. Remember, any effort to steal your information may be a form of scam. So always trust your intuition and distinguish what's real and what's fake online. This has been your online hero, Ma'am Jennifer, reminding you to beware by being aware, keep your learning safe, and don't fall for fake.
Mabuhay! Isang mapagpalang araw sa ating lahat. Ako ang inyong lingkod, Tutor Madge. Welcome sa ating ETUlay, ang ating libreng online tutorial na hatid ng ating kagawaran ng edukasyon, ICTS EdTech. Ang programang ito ay inaasahang makatutulong at maging karagdagang kaalaman sa mga mag-aaral mula kinder hanggang senior high school, ALS, Alive, at SPED learners. Bukod sa pagsagot ng mga modules, ang ETUlay ay may mga special programs din na siguradong aabangan ninyo araw-araw. Katuwang ang ating mga minamahal na mga magulang at guro ay maitutuloy natin ang pagkatuto. Kaya, ihanda na ang inyong module, lapis, papel o kwaderno. Ihanda rin ang isip, mata at tenga sa isa na namang makabuluhang aralin. Tayo nang matuto kasama ang inyong volunteer online tutor sa oras na ito.
Good morning, good morning, good morning mga ka-ETUlay, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao at sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin sa iba't ibang parte ng Pilipinas. Okay, so welcome po sa ating Junior High School Math Remediation Program. At ito ay mapapanood natin every Friday simula 10:30 to 11 o'clock ng umaga.
Ayan, isang mapagpalang umaga po sa ating lahat. At ang ating ETUlay online tutorial program po ay ating mapapanood ng live sa ating DepEd EdTech Unit FB page. At syempre, doon din sa ating DepEd Tayo Facebook page.
At yan din ay mapapanood ninyo sa ating YouTube channel or DepEd Philippines, DepEd EdTech at DepEd TV.
Ayan, Tutor Rochelle, batiin muna natin yung ating mga viewers ha. Pero bago yan, batiin ko muna ang aming napakasipag na Superintendent, Sir Roger Capa, ang aming School Principal, Sir Benjamin J. Lamitar Jr., ang aking mga colleagues sa Nara National High School at ang aming mga mag-aaral.
Ayan. Good morning po sa lahat. Good morning, Samantha. Good morning, Kate, Wayne, and good morning, Ma'am Sheila. Nandyan sila sa ating live ngayon. Hello po sa lahat. Ayan. So, Mag-start na po tayo. Kung ready na ba ang lahat, ihanda na ang inyong lapis at papel para sa pagsisimula ng ating lesson for today. So ano nga ba ang ating i-discuss natin ngayon or i-recall natin? So we're going to recall the use of exponential notation as a shorthand way to represent a multiplication problem. So we can see here that 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 can be written as 3 raised to 5. Makikita natin na 3 is being written 5 times or 3 is being multiplied to 5 times. So pwede natin yung isulat ng 3 raised to 5. Another is an exponential expression of the form a raised to n, where a is any real number and n is a positive integer, is equivalent to a times a times a, where n is the factors of a. So, ibig sabihin nito, we have a as our base and n is our exponent. So, yun yung tinatawag natin exponential expression.
Ayan. So habang inaayos ni Tutor Rochelle yung ating yung ating technical glitch, batiin muna natin yung ating mga viewers. So we have good morning po, sabi ni Jerry Ramos. Ayan, sabi niya, good morning po from Luella Angela Hinolos. Ayan. So sabi naman ni Sir Arnel D. Castro Rocha, watching from Vicente B. Ilagan National High School, Bungabong South District, Division of Oriental Mindoro. Ayan, marami tayong nanonood ngayon. Tutor Rochelle. Bungabong South District, Division of Oriental.
Ayan. Tutor, okay na ba ang ating PowerPoint? Nakikita na siya?
Bali yung nakalagay dito, Tutor Rochelle, yung law of exponents pa.
Yes. So, ayan na. Ituloy na natin. Okay, so ang ating pag-aaral ngayon, for our today's lesson, we're going to discuss the law of exponents. Okay, so, tingnan natin, asan ba yung activity natin nung nakaraan? Sige. Batiin mo muna sila, Tutor ka na. Hanapin ko pa yung iba nating slides.
Ayan. So, meron po tayo dito. Good morning po. Watching from Novaliches High School, SDOQC. Ayan. Good morning po sa ating mga nanonood ng live. Ayan. So, medyo marami tayong nanonood ng Tutor Rochelle.
Wow, thank you very much sa mga nanonood natin na hanggang ngayon ay nakatutok sa ating live stream.
Yan. From Norma Lozano, good morning po. Watching from Ginguog City Division.
Ayan, Tutor Ken, okay na ba ulit? Makikita na ba natin yung ating first example?
Tutor Rochelle, hindi pa siya naka-ano dito.
Hindi pa naka-share yung screen natin. Pero, oo nga, ba't ayaw kaya nito mag-screen? Sige, ulitin na lang natin kung bakit ayaw. Okay naman siya kanina. Sige.
Ayan. So, bati muna tayo dito.
Sige po.
From Ma'am Sheila San Victores Dumanglas, what grade level po ba itong law of exponents? So dahil ito po ay math remediation program po natin, ito po ay kahit anong grade level po. Para sa mga grade 7, parang advanced na nila ito. Kasi hindi pa naituturo sa kanila yung laws of exponents. For grade 8 naman, grade 9 and grade 10, so magagamit nila itong yung ating special program para ma-recall yung different laws of exponents. Ayan, from Ma'am Samantha Basie, good morning po. Watching from STO Caloocan City, Liano High School. Good morning po, Ma'am Samantha. Ayan, from Giancarlo Lumano, good morning po. Watching from Tinajero High School, Pampanga. Ayun, mag-advance lesson po ako, tutors. Grade 7 po ako. Salamat po. Ayan, welcome. Kerubin Gabriel Villamor.
Yan. Pwede niyang i-advance lesson, tama. Kasi parang hindi pa nga ito i-lesson eh. So ito pong ating mga lessons ay from grade 7, 8, 9, 10. Tama po si Shooter Ken na yan ay ginagamit natin para sa lahat po ng grade level o lahat ng grade level.
Ayan
So,
na, Tutor Rochelle. Nandito na.
ayan na. So mag-start na tayo, Shooter Ken. Number 1, so let us identify the base and the exponent in each expression. In number 1, let's have 2 raised to 4. Okay. Alam ba nila? Can you tell me what is the base and what is
Ayan.
the exponent in number 1? So is it 2 or 4? So the base is, pwede kayong sumagot sa ating comment section para nalalaman namin kung talagang nakikinig at naiintindihan yung aming tinuturo. Okay, so 2 raised to 4, the base is we have 2, and the exponent is 4. Okay? So therefore, we have 2 raised to 4 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So pag binultiply natin yung 2 ng 4 na beses, that is equal to 16.
16. Ayan. Now for our second example, let us identify the base and the exponent in the expression the quantity negative 2 raised to 4. Ayan, pakilagay po sa ating comment section. Ano ba yung ating base dito sa given expression? Ano naman yung ating exponent? Okay, so ano ba yung ating... Okay, so meron dito from Samantha Basie. 2 is the base and the exponent is 4.
Ang galing, Tutor Ken. May sagot na agad sila. Tutor Ken, nabasa mo ba dito? Grade 3, sabi ni Jerry. Grade 3 po ako. Di ko po alam, baka grade 3 po ito. Okay lang, Jerry. Basta makinig ka lang muna sa amin, ha? Pagka dating mo ng junior high school, malamang familiar ka na dito. Okay?
Ayun. So, sabi ni Samantha Basie, negative 2 is the base and the exponent is 4. Yan, tama yan,
Very
Samantha.
good.
Very good.
So,
Yan. So, we have quantity negative 2 raised to 4 is equal to negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. That's equal to 16. So, we use the base negative 2 as a factor 4 times.
in number 3, we have negative 2 raised to 4. Okay, again, we have number 3, we have negative 2 raised to 4. What is the base and what is the exponent? So, Tarken, medyo nakakalito tong given na to eh. Pero tinan natin yung mga sagot nila. Again, ano kaya yung base dito at ano kaya yung exponent?
Sabi ni Jean Palma, 2 is the base and 4 is the exponent.
Wow, may sagot na sila. Tingnan natin. Tama. So, the base is 2 and the exponent is 4. So, sabi ko
Tutor Rochelle,
kanina.
meron dito, nag-comment si Nash, sabi niya grade 6 from Hagonoy.
Wow, ang layo. That's Bulacan. Tama ako dyan. So, this given, it may be very tempting to say that the base is negative 2. So, sana walang pero okay lang kung may sumagot na negative 2 yung base. However, there are no parentheses in this expression. Kanina kasi naka-enclose sa parentheses yung given natin. So, therefore, we have negative 2 raised to 4 is equal to negative 1 times 2 raised to 4. Ibig sabihin, yung negative sign dito, meron niyang negative 1. Wherein we will multiply negative 1 to 2 raised to 4. And that is equal to negative 16. Ayan, very good. That nasagot nila ang ating mga example. So ngayon, we're going to introduce our law of exponents. Take it away, Tutor Ken.
Ayan. So, mayroon tayong iba't ibang laws of exponents, Tutor Rochelle. So, yung unang-una nga natin dito, ito yung tinatawag nating product rule. So kung mapapansin ninyo, we have a raised to m times a raised to n. So kung mapapansin nyo, parehas yung kanilang base pero magkaiba yung kanilang exponent. So ano ba ang gagawin natin kapag ganito? So ang gagawin lang natin, kokopyahin natin yung ating base and we will add the exponent. Kaya ang a raised to m times a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. So example natin dito, if we have a raised to 4 times a squared, that's equal to a raised to 4 plus 2. We just add 4 and 2 and that will give us a raised to 6.
O, diba? Dali.
When you multiply expressions with the same base, keep the same base and add the exponents.
So, ganun lang pala yung gagawin nila. Kokopyahin lang nila yung base at i-add ang kanilang exponent. So, number 2, we have the power rule. In the power rule, that is quantity a raised to m raised to n. Okay, so what we're going to do, that is equal to a m times n. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito ay i-multiply lang natin yung dalawang exponent. That is m and that is n. So, for example, we have 2 raised to 2 raised to 3 or 2 square raised to 3. Okay, or 2 cube. 2 square cube. Okay, so that is equal to, multiply natin yung 2 times 3, that will have 2 raised to 6. And 2 raised to 6 is equal to 64. Pag hindi naman natin kayang mag-visualize kung ano ba yan, ito yung we can write it this way. So 2 square is equal to 2 squared raised to 3 as 2 raised to 2 times 2 raised to 2 times 2 raised to 2, that is equal to 2 raised to 6, and that is also equal to 64. So, when you raise a power to another power, keep the base and multiply the exponent. So, yun na, exponent lang yung ating minumultiply. Number 3, Tutor Ken.
Ayan, yung ating third rule naman, Tutor Rochelle, ito yung power rule for a product. So we have quantity AB raised to M is equal to A raised to M times B raised to M. Ayan. So, halimbawa, mayroon tayong the quantity 2C cube. So, anong gagawin natin dito? So, we will have 2 cube times C cube. Ayan. So, pwede na natin i-simplify yung 2 cube. Remember that 2 cube is also equal to 2 times 2 times 2. Ayan. Kaya naman yung ating magiging sagot ay 8C cube.
Yan.
So, to raise a product to a power, we need to raise each factor to that power.
Ayan. So, tingnan natin kung naalala nila yung tatlong law of exponent na diniscuss natin. So, let's simplify each expression. You choose the letter of the correct answer. So, meron tayong choices dito. You just have to write number 1 and then ilagay nyo yung letter. Okay? O i-type nyo yung letter ng inyong sagot. Okay? So, number 1, we have 8 raised to 3 times 8 raised to 9. So, pareho yung base nito. The operation is multiplication. Anong ginagawa natin sa kanilang exponent? So, piliin nyo ang sagot dito sa ating choices. Is it A, 8 raised to 27, B, 8 raised to 12, at C, 8 raised to 8, at D, 8 raised to 5.
Ayan. So, ilagay nyo lang yung number ha, yung number muna, tapos yung inyong sagot sa ating comment section para mabasa namin yung inyong mga sagot. Ayan, habang hinatay natin, Tutor Rochelle, yung kanilang mga sagot. Sabi ni Ma'am Roda Manabat Gozamo, good morning po, watching from Hagunoy.
Welcome po sa mga taga Bulacan. Sabi ni Vincent Sadsad, Paul Vincent S. Maranan, 9 Thompson, Sindalan High School. Wow! Saan kaya itong Sindalan High School? At siya ay grade 9. Ayan, may sagot na si Samantha. So, Ken, may sagot na siya. Nakita ko na.
Ayun, sabi ni Samantha Tutor Rochelle, ang sagot niya ay B, 8 raised to 12. Ang sagot naman ni Nash, Alib, C. At kay Jean Palma naman, D daw po, Tutor Rochelle.
Sige, tingnan natin kung anong
Sabi
tamang
naman ni
sagot.
Kerubin, A daw po. Uy, naku, iba-iba yung sagot nila, Tutor Rochelle. Ano kaya yung sagot natin sa item number 1?
Ang sagot ay B. So, anong ginagawa? We copy the base, a-add natin. So, 3 plus 9 equals 12. So, okay lang yan. At least nagtatry tayo sumagot. How about number 2?
Ayan, so number 2 naman, we have the quantity 9y squared. So, A, 9y squared kaya ito. B, 18y squared. C, 27y squared. Or letter D, 81y squared. So, ilagay nyo muna yung number ha, bago yung letter ng inyong sagot. Yan, ano kaya ang gagawin natin dito?
I-distribute natin o i-erase natin lahat yung given sa 2. Yan ang alam ko.
Yan, so meron na dito, Tutor Rochelle, may sumagot na.
Iba-iba rin ang sagot nila, Tutor Ken.
Yung sabi ni Ma'am Sheila San Victores Dumanglas, letter D daw po, 81y squared.
Dami na sagot
Sabi naman
nila.
ni Jean Palma, B po, 18y squared. Ayan, ang daming sagot, Tutor Rochelle, oh.
Oo
Pero
nga, nakikita ko sila.
majority of them, ang sagot ay D, 81y squared. Ano kayong
Tama
sagot dito,
sila?
Tutor Rochelle?
Tama sila, 81y squared. Bakit nga ba naging 81y squared, Tutor Ken?
Yan, kasi di ba yung gagawin natin dito ay magiging 9 squared y squared. Ang 9 squared natin is 81. Kaya naging 81y squared.
Ayun, kasi 9 times 9. How about number 3? We have quantity x raised to 4 raised to 3. So that is, okay, so is it A, x raised to 7, B, x raised to 12, and B, x raised to 2, C, x raised to 12, and D, x raised to 64. So tatandaan natin, this is a power raised to another power. So, anong ginagawa natin sa kanilang exponent? Ina-add ba natin sila o minumultiply? Piliin ang tamang sagot. Write nyo lang 3 and then the letter of your answer. Tingnan natin. Number 2. May number 3 na. Si Ma'am Sheila. Si Nash din. May sagot na. Si Jean. Sabi nila A. Sabi nila C. Multiply ba natin yan o ina-add natin? So, okay lang yan. Walang problema kung tama o mali yung sagot. Basta alam natin na napapaliwanag yan. Okay, so, ang tamang sagot natin ay x raised to 12. Bakit? Anong ginagawa natin? We will multiply 4 times 3. And then we copy the base. That's why it is x raised to 12. Congratulations sa mga nakatama ng sagot. Number 4, Tutor Ken.
Ayan, so number 4, we have the quantity 8, h raised to 11, times the quantity negative 5, h raised to 11. Ayan, ano kaya yung sagot natin dito? Is it A, negative 40h raised to 22? B, negative 40h raised to 121? Ang answer kaya natin ay letter C, 40h raised to 12. Or D, 40h raised to 121. Yan. So ano ba ang gagawin natin kaya dito, Tutor Rochelle? Bigyan natin ng tips yung ating mga cuties kung paano nila masasagutan itong
Alam
Item
ko
number.
dyan, 8 times negative 5 muna. So, for negative 40. Tapos, kokopyahin ko, Tutor Ken, yung h. Ang gagawin ko sa exponent ay, that is multiplication, i-add ko. Tama ba ako, Tutor Ken?
Yes po, tama po yung Tutor Rochelle, no? Ayan, mukhang marami nang nakakuha ng tamang
Ang
sagot, Tutor
dami,
Rochelle.
ang dami nang nakakuha sagot. Very good! Yan! Now, ulitin natin. Ay bibigyan natin yung tamang sagot. So, the correct answer is letter A. Negative 40h raised to 22. Last. So, number 5, we have quantity 5c square raised to 3. Okay, so quantity 5c square raised to 3. So, A, is it A, 5c raised to 5? Is it B, 15c raised to 6? Or C, 15c raised to 5? Or letter D, 125c raised to 6? Ikaw naman magbigay, tutor ka ng clue sa kanila para tama sila ng sagot ngayon.
Ayan. So, syempre, ang unang gagawin natin dito, Tutor Rochelle, yung ating mga expressions doon sa loob, i-raise natin sa 3 or sa cube. So, magkakaroon di ba tayo ng 5 cube, tapos yung c squared naman, i-raise din natin sa 3. I-multiply natin yung exponents, di ba? Ayan.
Sabihin yung C, 2 times 3. So, C raised to 6 ba yan, Tutor Ken?
Yes, C raised to 6. So, meron lang dyang letter B at letter D ang may C raised to 6. Ayan. So, alin kaya sa dalawa? Is it B or D?
Dami na nilang tamang sagot. Si James C. Van Toledo. Sabi niya 5, the number 5, B. Tapos si Kerubin Gabriel, D ang sagot niya. Si Samantha, D rin. Si Jean, A. Si Michelle, B. Si Geneva, B. 5, number 5, B. Or si Michelle hindi niya pa alam. Sabi niya A or B daw. Tingnan natin ang tamang sagot. Ang tamang sagot natin ay, medyo mahirap ba ito, Tutor Ken?
Letter
125.
I think, Tutor Rochelle, medyo nalito sila doon sa sa 5 cube. Kasi ang 5
Ano po ang
cube,
5 cube, Tutor Ken?
ang 5 cube kasi, di ba, we use the base as a factor n times. So, ibig sabihin 5 times 5 times 5. So, 5 times 5 is 25 times 5, that's 125.
Sige. Parang kailangan natin to, Tutor Ken, na sige, next meeting, sa next week natin, dadamihan pa natin ang kanilang mga activities para marami silang tama habang nag-activity tayo. So with that, let's click a happy face dahil marami tayong naging tamang sagot. Para kahit na tingnan natin kung marami yan. Just click happy face. Okay? So, Tutor Ken, next na tayo.
Ayan, yung next naman natin, ito yung power rule for a quotient. So we have the quantity A over B raised to M is equal to A raised to M over B raised to M. And so, may example tayo dito. Halimbawa, the quantity 2 over D raised to 2. So, ang gagawin natin, 2, i-raise natin sa 2. And yung D, i-raise natin sa 2. So, we will have 2 squared over D squared. Ang 2 squared ay, anong 2 squared natin? 4. At ang ating D squared naman ay D squared.
Yan.
Ayan. Kaya yung sagot natin, Tutor Rochelle, ay 4 over D squared.
Next. So, kanina, puro product. Ngayon naman, multiplication. So, we have
Quotient.
We have the
Quotient, Tutor
quotient.
Rochelle.
Sorry. So the next one, let's have another example. So for power rule of a quotient, we have a raised to m over a raised to n.
Apo.
Yan natin to, that this one is, magbigay tayo ng example if that is a raised to m minus n if m is greater than n. So the value of m is greater than n. Ito yan. So example, we have b raised to 7 over b raised to 4. So ang gagawin lang natin dyan is we have to copy the base, which is b 7 minus 4. That is equal to b raised to 3. So ang ginagawa natin, okay, if it is quotient, okay, ganito yung itsura niya, what we do is we subtract the exponents. And number, on the next example, we have, okay, if it's 1, the value of the a raised to m over a raised to n is equal to 1. Okay, so that is a raised to 5 over a raised to 5. That is equal to a raised to 5. Isa-subtract ulit natin sila. That is a raised to 0 because 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. Kaya, alam naman natin na a raised to 0 is always equal to 1.
Yan.
Yan. At yung last natin, nakikita mo ba, Tutor Ken, yung last natin?
Wala po Tutor Rochelle.
Hindi siya naka-load. Pero, parang nasa screen na siya. Sige. Hindi mo ba makita dyan, Tutor Ken?
Wala pa Tutor Rochelle.
Sige. Dito naka-flash na siya. It is, okay, what if that is a 1 over a raised to n minus m. So, if m is greater than n. So, ang ginagawa natin dyan is we have y raised to 8 over y raised to 10. Nakikita mo na ba, Tutor Ken? Nandyan na ba
Yes.
sa screen?
Yes po, Tutor Rochelle. Nandito na siya sa screen. Ayan.
Sige.
So, halimbawa, yung example number 3 natin, we have y raised to 8 over y raised to 10. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, yung exponent ng 8 natin, yung sa taas na exponent, yung 8, mas maliit siya compared dito sa exponent ng y na nasa denominator o yung nasa baba. Ayan. Kaya naman, so magiging, Tutor Rochelle, parang dapat i-minus lang natin yung exponent. So, kaya naman, magiging 1 over y raised to 10 minus 8.
Ayan.
Yan. Kaya yung magiging sagot natin dito is magiging 1 over y squared.
Yan. Kasi 8 minus 10 equals to y raised to negative 2. Or, pero pagka in-express na natin siya, it's y over 1 over y squared. So, Tutor Ken, no, medyo mahaba yung quotient natin. No? Babalikan natin to.
Babalikan natin siya, Tutor Rochelle.
Babalikan natin siya next week. Okay? So, at dyan nagtatapos ang ating law of exponent for today. So, sana marami kayong natutunan at naaalala. Okay? Babalikan natin itong lesson na to next week. Yan.
Ayan. So, scan this QR code for your ETUlay feedback experience. So, ayan, pwede nyo i-scan ha para yung mga feedbacks ninyo and then yung mga topics na gusto nyong i-feature natin dito sa ating special remediation program.
So, ang dami na nagpapaliwanag dito. So, we have Joey Viloria, Emmy Del Pozo, Mary Ann Sanchez, and Cristina Tividad, and Princess Nicole De Jesus, watching from Chinito Zamora Junior High School. Si Christine naman, watching from Villa Fugu Integrated School, Aurora Isabela. Grabe, grade 9 to, Tutor Ken. So, meron pa, watching from Pangasinan, Thank you very much sa mga taga-Norteng nanonood sa atin. Saan ba kayo, Tutor Ken, sa Palawan? Ano ba yan? Anong region ba kayo?
Kami, Tutor Rochelle, ay sa Mimaropa region. Yan. Ako po ay sa Mara po, bali sa southern part ng Palawan.
So this is Tutor Ken, taga Palawan. Yan. Okay? So we have Jane Palma also watching from Nike. Again, if you have your feedback, i-type lang yan sa https tinyurl.com/ETUlay feedback form. Okay? At dyan nagtatapos ang ating session for today. Maraming salamat for comments and suggestion. Email at edtech@deped.gov.ph. At susunod na, para sa mga maliliit ninyong kapatid, ang storytelling for K3. Maraming salamat. See you again next week. Thank you, Tutor Ken.
Thank you, Tutor Rochelle. Magkita-kita tayo next week.
Bye-bye.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!